in that third spot on the inside in that second row. Crucial restart here. 15 laps to go, and the ARCA 200 here at Michigan. Here comes Quinn Houff. Up to second in the 98. Up to fourth, Michael Self, and Riley Herbst now in third.
And Graf was on the inside on the initial restart, not able to stay on pace with Creed. And the outside line just got on the train and went go. The top four cars now pulling away from this battle for fifth.
Will Rogers is right there behind Gustine in the 52. Can Riley Herbst now in second spot? Can he catch Sheldon Creed? Remember, Riley led earlier on. Sheldon Creed took the lead from him.
Yeah, they knew what each other had then at that race. Now we've got a change of tires at lap 29, several cautions. I don't believe fuel's an issue. It may be close for some of these teams, but the number of laps of caution we've run could mean these youngsters and veterans can go full out to the finish here, as Graf has now gapped a bit on the fourth and fifth place battle with the 32 of Gustine. Again, that, sorry, it's for fifth and sixth positions.
Riley Herbst, the last couple of races, has been on fire. Almost won at Charlotte. Michael Self in that 15, by the way, now losing a spot to Joe Graf Jr. So he had a good restart, but maybe now that car not up to his liking. And Joe Graf Jr. trying to capitalize. He's not able to do it in the battle for fourth.
And Michael Self won at Kansas Speedway by being in the right position to end the 2017 season. That experience may play into the book because he's got a team that really has a lot of speed built into this car all season long. Number 15 machine, no matter who's in it, Michael Self or Christian Eckes on the short tracks and at Pocono.
Gustine now by Joe Graf Jr. Dean, and this is surprising, 8 races in so far this year, has not had a top 5 run because of that miserable luck that we've talked about a bunch.
He's ready to put that behind him. What he's got to focus on is getting that position on the 77 and gapping now. He is now in the 5th position, looking for that 5th position to secure that. Hey, Bob, I finished top 5. Don't keep saying I never had a top 5 this year.
It's a step, you know, and that's the big thing that a lot of these guys try to accomplish. Top 10, then top 5s. Now let's go after the victory. The 52. Will Rogers battling with Joe Graf Jr. on the racetrack, but here's your top 5 with 11 laps to go. Closing in on 5 laps to go in the Michigan ARCA 200 presented by Dryden. Sheldon Creed looking for his first victory in ARCA. Riley Herbst currently running in second. But I want to go down to our buddy who has won 6 times in the ARCA Racing Series, Mike Wallace. If Riley Herbst is able to catch him, you never know what's going to happen at the end of these races. Where does he need to go to get by Sheldon Creed, Mike?
Well, Bob, I'd like to give you this real educated answer, you know, as a driver. Like, I'm going to set him up. I'm going to drive in and run outside. First of all, he's 4 seconds behind him right now. So you got to hope for a caution to get closed back up. But once you get to him, you just got to go where they're not. You got to get the nose, the clean air on the car. But right now, Sheldon Creed, I'm standing right next to the racetrack. He's hard into the rev limiter. He's running some incredible laps and shows Riley Herbst. Sheldon just needs to, or he's a little quicker right now.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. And there's Riley Herbst in second.
Great battle for third here.
Oh, no. Hold on, Gustine. Dean and Quinn Houff get together. It opens up the door for the 52 of Will Rogers. 3 wide.
Houff got loose off of turn 4, lost 2 spots, trying to gain it back all the way into turn 1, and Gustine went deeper than he did. That made this happen. Gustine now breaking away from a 3-wide battle for this position. Wow, what action here late.
Gustine now up to 4th. Quinn Houff with some trouble there, and there you can see those cars wiggling all over the place. Dean comes up the racetrack just a little bit. The 2 made contact. Quinn Houff loses that momentum, and here comes Will Rogers. Will Rogers from behind, about 3-4 spots behind, able to pull up equal to Gustine, but Dean able to keep that 4th spot, moving by Quinn Houff in the 98.
And Rogers not able to use the entire racetrack to get that sweeping entry into the corner. That cost him some track time, but man, that young man has been impressive today in that Dryden Ford, racing within the top 5, not even knowing until Wednesday if he's going to come race here at Michigan.
Right now, Sheldon Creed hoping for no cautions. Riley Herbst in second. Would certainly love to see one more yellow flag to have a shot at Sheldon Creed. Creed has been so consistent this year. The one blemish on the season so far, difficulty on the short track of Toledo, Ohio.
All the other finishes, second, third, and 1 fourth-place finish in 7 races. The other 6 races, he's done everything but win. That hopefully will end today. He's led a lot of laps. He led the most laps at Daytona, but didn't win. He led over half the races in the last 2.5 miles at the end of last year. Didn't win those races either. It is not over. We have the white flag and 2 more miles for Sheldon Creed.
And this is when all race car drivers will tell you they'll hear every knock inside that race car. Sheldon Creed looking for win number 1 here in ARCA. He's got a half a lap to go now to get it done.
At a point, he may be able to coast with this advantage he's built. He's maintained the speed. He told me all season long, I've got to learn how to finish these races. The Alpine California youngster is about to do it here at Michigan.
He can cruise to the finish line now. Out of California, Sheldon Creed at his favorite racetrack takes his first victory in the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards.
Great run by that team. Jeff Stankiewicz, the crew chief there on the end of the box, giving high fives. And what a nice run by those first-timers here at Michigan International Speedway. Joe Graff came across in that yellow 77 in 5th. Will Rogers in his debut at Michigan finishing 6th in the Dryden Ford.
This will be a relief for Sheldon Creed. I've talked to him. He said this team deserves a victory. I'm going after this championship, but I want to put them in victory lane. He did that today. Told me there's just something about Michigan that he loves, and he proved it here today. Mike Wallace?
Well, I'm down here with his crew chief, Jeff Stankiewicz. What do you think, man? You guys have been there all year long, and now you pulled it off at Michigan.
Yeah, it feels good. We've run second and third all year long, and it's getting pretty frustrating to run second and third, but that's a great problem to have. So Sheldon did an awesome job today. I hate the 12 car had their issues because I feel like we would have raced them all day. It would have been a pretty good race for the win between the two of us, I feel like. But these guys deserve it. They worked their tails off all week. They're going in Saturdays and Sundays and getting stuff done for us, and you know, I can't thank them enough. I just told him not to do a burnout, and there he is doing a burnout. I got to run that motor next week. So he's done a great job. He deserves this. I'm so pumped for him.
Yeah, well, really excited for you, and he's a young kid from the West Coast. He's not going to listen to you.
He don't want to hear anything.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Jeff, that entire MDM Motorsports team. He didn't do much of a burnout. He basically spun the car out, Jim, and now he's looking for that checkered flag to be handed down to him so he can celebrate his first win in ARCA.
It's popping out here. Let's see what he does. They call the showstopper a winner in ARCA, finally.
Well, he stopped the show here today. Sheldon Creed, finally a winner here in ARCA. We'll talk to him in a minute.